Elijah asked Elisha, "Now I am about to go. What do you want me to do for you?" And Elisha said, "I need a double portion of your spirit." But that did not end there. Then Elijah said to Elisha, "If only you will see me when I ascend to heaven." The story of Elijah and Elisha before Elijah was taken up to heaven started in Gilgal. Gilgal is in Promised Land, and Gilgal is known as the first place the people of Israel celebrated their first Passover when they got to the Promised Land. Gilgal also is a place where all the people of Israel who were born in the wilderness were circumcised. And while Elijah and Elisha were going to the place Elijah will be taken up to heaven, when they got to Gilgal, what Elijah told Elisha was, "Please stay here, because the Lord is taking me to Bethel." And Elisha said, "No, I'm not going to stay here. I know this is a place, or the place of the Promised Land, the place we celebrated our first Passover, but I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to follow you." And they got to Bethel. In Bethel again, Elisha saw many prophets. They came to him to beg him, "Please, your teacher is going to leave you. Please stay here." And Elisha said, "No." And we know the symbol of Bethel. Bethel is a place where Jacob saw the vision of God. It's a place Jacob saw angels ascending and descending. It's just like when Jesus took Peter, James, and John to the mountaintop when Elijah and Moses appeared, and they were very happy. And Peter said, "It is better for us to stay here. We don't want to go down." Bethel was just like that. But Elisha said, "No, I'm not going to stay. I have to follow you." And they got to Jericho. And we know the symbol of Jericho again. Jericho was the first place the people of Israel conquered before they got to the Promised Land. They prayed, and the Jericho wall fell. Elisha said, "I'm not going to stay here. Even though we conquered this place is safe to stay, but I'm not going to stay. I will still follow you." And finally, they got to Jordan. Jordan is a symbol of death. It's a symbol of Calvary. It's a symbol of the place of the skull. They got to the Jordan, and still Elisha did not want to leave Elijah until the river Jordan was divided. But he did not want to go back. He said, "I must receive this double portion." Just as I said before, this story is a story of our journey to heaven. Just like many of us Christians, when we see that things are beginning to be good, then we pause. But Elisha said, "No. What is the level of our spirituality? What is the level of your spirituality right now? Are you still in Gilgal? Or do you want to leave Gilgal to Bethel? Many are still in Gilgal, but many have arrived in Bethel. And many are also still in Bethel. They don't want to go to Jordan, the place of suffering, the place of Calvary. That is the question we should be asking ourselves this morning. Which place are you right now in your faith? As a disciple, as a Catholic, or if you are still in Gilgal, maybe you have to move to Bethel. And if you are still in Bethel, you have to move to Jericho, then to Jordan. And in that Jordan, that is where we will die. You will die to yourselves. And remember, Elisha did not remain in Jordan. What he needed was just that double portion of Elijah's spirit. It was in Jordan that Elijah ascended to heaven. It was in Calvary that Jesus died. But Jesus did not remain in Calvary. I don't know which or what level you are in your spiritual life. Is there anything trying to block you or prevent you from going to heaven? Elijah said, unless you see.